Hi, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations with another video of my latest restoration. This is a 1974 Sanyo. It's called No Fire. No fire down there. Not sure what that means, but that's what the machine is called. This particular machine, you never know what you're going to get when you buy a pachinko machine that's been sitting around for 40 plus years. This one was extremely dirty, had an awful lot of grime on it. The chrome frame was all rusted and pitted. I ended up getting a new chrome frame, not new, but a replacement chrome frame. The filth on this thing was just horrendous. Again, with every one of my restorations, the artwork has been changed out. Everything gets taken off, everything gets polished and cleaned and de-rusted, and all the wood gets taken care of. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know what I do to the machines. So let me turn this around and show you the back. This particular one only has two lights. The lights are located up here, and they run off of the jackpot switch. Previous owner, for whatever reason, opted to take out the low ball light feature, and I believe that this feed tray, or the trough here, is maybe aftermarket or custom made or something, because normally there's a platform in here that reacts to the weight of the balls and then would press down on a micro switch and would be attached to this here, and then that goes out to the front, and basically what it does is it says, hey, you need to put more balls in the machine, and at some point in time it would actually stop the player from launching any more balls until that was done. So again, this machine does not have the ball out light, and it doesn't have the feature of not being able to launch balls. Neither one of those affect the gameplay whatsoever. So everything again is cleaned so that it functions properly. I did a complete rewire of the little electrical system here, and with all of my restorations I provide you with a 12-volt plug-in power supply to power the machine. So I'll plug it in now. You won't see anything light up because it doesn't have the ball out light, but this switch here will light the two lights up top there when you do get a jackpot. So with most 99% of the vintage pachinko machines, they all pretty much work the same. You're going to load balls into the upper hopper. They're going to go down this trough here into what's called the turnaround. They'll go down across here and fill up the jackpot chamber. If you notice right here, there's a metal piece that will move. And again, the previous owner, normally there's a rod that goes out over here, and there's a mechanism that you can activate from the front side of the machine that would open this up. Previous owner took that off. The parts weren't there for me to replace. But essentially what that does, it's a maintenance feature. So when this gets pushed, these legs here swing down, and what it does is it lets all of the balls that are in here go down this chute and exit the machine. It's for maintenance purposes only. So if you were to purchase this machine, the one thing you would want to make sure, and because it's spring loaded, it's not going to change during shipping, but just to make sure, you just want to make sure that these don't swing all the way like that. That they're above this metal plate, so the balls will run across and go down into the jackpot chamber. The other thing that you want to be sure of before you start to play is that your seesaw is in the right position. This seesaw is made of metal. It sits in there on an angle like this, which is what you want. You don't want it on an angle like that. If it happens to be tipped down, this little plunger is why that plunger is here, to be able to bring it back up to the way it's supposed to be. So let me load in some balls. If you've purchased 300, 500 balls, whatever, 95% of the total balls that you have, you want to load into this hopper right here. So they will feed down, they exit here, they feed down through, they go into the turnaround, they come across, and now you've got balls on either side of the jackpot chamber. So the way that a pachinko machine works is no matter where a winning ball comes into the machine, they all end up right about here, and they run down this ramp. They hit the end of that seesaw. The weight of the ball tips the seesaw down, and then the ball will go down this chute right here and exit the machine. In the meantime, it presses on a jackpot arm. The jackpot arm it's pretty hard to see in the video, but it's up here, and it runs across to here, up to here, and over to here. So when the weight of the ball pushes that jackpot arm down, it actually lifts this up, and this pivot then opens up the jackpot chamber and lets the winning balls out. So you need to have something similar to this. I don't have enough of these to include them in your purchase, unfortunately, but you need something that is wide enough to catch the balls that drop out of here, which are the losing balls, and out of this chute here, which are the winning balls. So as long as it's this wide and this deep, it's perfect. It could be a cardboard box, it could be a Tupperware bowl, could be anything, as long as it will catch the balls. Okay, so let's turn this back around. Okay, so you're going to load the rest of your balls in the feed tray. Put your catch box back in. Now the first time that you go to launch a ball, nothing will happen. It takes one cycle here to actually put a ball onto the launch ramp. And now that I've done that, there's a ball on the launch ramp, so it will launch a ball this time. So I put one in this tulip, and the two lights come on. I'm sure at one time this was the ball out light, the red, which it typically is, and then the winning ball would have lit up the yellow. But the way it's wired now, both lights come on when you get a win. So let's try to get a few more wins here. Obviously, you get a lot more loser balls than wins. You can see the balls as they start to empty out of the hopper. So if you don't see balls up there, you know you need to put some in the hopper. Once they start to build up here, you can press on this. They drop down into the lower tray. You can just scoop them up and go right up over the top and drop them into the hopper. It's that simple. All of my machines initially come with stabilization feet so that this won't tip over. If you decide to build this into a wall cabinet and hang it on the wall, then you would just simply take the stabilization feet off. So let me do this. I'm going to open up. On the left side is a lever. You can feel it. You're just going to lift up, and it will allow the plexiglass to open up. I'm going to show you a couple of things here. This top attraction is kind of neat. The ball kind of jiggles around, but when it goes into the center attraction, internally it will then open all of the three tulips here and make things a lot easier for you to win. So now that the tulips are open, let me fire it up again, and you'll see more wins because it's easier. This is a much bigger target than when the tulips are closed. And of course, once the tulips close, it makes it harder to win. So that's that. With all my machines, you get a lifetime guarantee that they will continue to work, that lifetime being mine. I will be always available by phone. I enjoy talking to people about their pachinko machines and would stand behind this one for as long as I'm able to answer the phone. I will be able to give you advice on its care and so on. The nice thing about pachinko is that anybody can play pachinko. All you have to do is this. I mean, it's pretty simple to play pachinko. There's not much skill involved at all. You can, if you don't press the launch lever quite all the way down, it'll stay on the left side. If you go all the way, it'll go to the right. And that tension is actually adjustable, but kids can play it, adults can play it. I've got a couple actually in nursing homes where the people that live in the nursing homes can wheel their chairs right up to it and play. They love it because it's very easy for them to do. So if you have any questions about this machine or any of my machines, please contact me. And just recently, as of the end of August, I now have a website. You can visit me at www.magicpachinkorestorations.com. Thanks a lot.